here.
Alrighty. I am deep. This is a deep rooting tool, and I am fracking the soil apart because of compaction. And there's 4 jets that go out. Which, depending on the pressure you have, it can be very effective in breaking the soil apart. And I turn it in different directions so that the jets are making a hole. And what we'll do once we get the tool down in there is we'll pull it out, and then we'll take a bar and open up that a little bit more. There's a lock on here, and I can just let it fill up. And that prepares a place for what we call vertical mulching. Put the vermicompost with the worm bedding mix in that hole. And then the last process is to soil drench with the Black Diamond vermicompost.
Great. And there's the hole. And we've got a few others around here. That every so often. So this is the vermicompost, 50 pounds in that bag.
That's correct.
And there's our compost tea in there. Yummy. Okay, gonna go in those holes.
It reinforces, like to liken this to the Air Force, and it will come in and do an immediate, but the ground control is the battlefield. It gives them an air base place to grow.
So the vermicompost is like the landing pad, kind of, to allow the compost tea to stick around, take hold, and then grow into better microbes in the soil.
Yeah, population will grow. Gives it a home. Just open it up a little bit more. Shove the compost in there. So we went in there and we vertical mulched that whole area like this, and then sprayed compost tea, and they planted cover crop. And not very much cover crop came up the first time. So then we kept doing that, spraying compost tea and planting sacrificial cover crop. And eventually it got to the point where the cover crop was full. It came up and the fusarium wilt was gone.
Wow.
Over populated with microbes that controlled it.
Just going right down in there.
And that's it. And that's where it needs to go. It's going to build a home for the compost tea microbes. There's microbes in this because there's black diamond worm.
Nice. Stay happy, worm.
Yeah. So that hole is pretty much.
So what's the process of taking the vermicompost into the liquid tea form?
You place pure black diamond vermicompost, not with the bedding, into a screen tea bag, and it's submerged in water that is aerated from the bottom, and there's also an aerating aerator inside this green bag that pushes the microbes out in. So that's an extraction. And then you feed microbial foods and it becomes a tea over 24 hours. The numbers just grow exponentially.
And so this fresh tea here with all those soil microbes, what are we hoping that what'll it deliver to this oak tree?
Well, the oak tree leaves capture the sunlight, charge chemicals. Its purpose of capturing energy is to charge chemicals to produce its food. Those chemicals are inside the microbes. So these are living fertilizer containers in which the tree is in control because it has the food. And as that goes through the season, there's exudates that leak out of and at certain times, in certain combination of recipes, it makes a bloom of microbes, and there's a predator-prey interaction, and then you get into your carbon to nitrogen ratio. Every living thing has a carbon to nitrogen ratio, our bodies, and the bodies of these microbes. And it's divided up into nitrogen and carbon. Nitrogen is the bacteria, carbon is the fungal. And if you NPK, your nitrogen is in the bacteria, your PK is in the fungal.
There we go.
And the scientists hided that.